Hi, good evening everyone. This is the video I promised you earlier today, about 7:30 in the morning. This is my adventure doing something that I've never done before. Now last year I did repair my own garbage disposal and I saved $500. So this time I had to replace a doorknob. Let's get the gum out. I'll just put it in the trash later. Okay. Now, don't laugh. Try not to. Okay. I took a picture of my doorknob, and let me give you a little history. About 4 years ago, my ex-boyfriend had keys to my place, and I had to change my locks because we were no longer a boyfriend-girlfriend. So I hired a locksmith. He's now retired. And he came in and he did it within like 15 minutes. But he kept my old doorknob, because it's all worn. I said, well, I thought you replaced it. He says, I replaced your guts, this part. So I got charged $75. So that's a little back history. So I took a picture of my doorknob. And I took it to the hardware store. And they gave me one for about $19. So I took a long nap, and then I decided to tackle it myself. So as I was taking this out, I took a picture of what it looked like after I took off the one knob. I took a picture of the assembly with my phone, and I tried to memorize everything, but I neglected to take one picture I should have taken. So I put it in, I replaced it with my new one, and I had to figure out what a machine screw was. In case you all don't know, that's a machine screw. This is the old one. I didn't even know what a machine screw was. Now keep in mind, I didn't read the directions. I never read the directions. I only read the directions if I get caught in a snare, like if I get puzzled, then I will read them, but I never read the directions. I put a flycatcher off over there. I don't know if you can, it's right there. I got it from Amazon because flies are crazy now. So I installed it myself, and I only needed one tool. My brother said I needed 3 tools. I said, no, you only need one tool. You only need this. You only need a Phillips. This is a Phillips, in case you guys didn't know. See it? Okay. So I put it in, and it wasn't latching on the strike plate. Now, a lot of people don't know what the hell a strike plate is. I know. This is a strike plate. This is a strike plate right there. That goes on the trim, not the doorknob, okay? So it wouldn't latch. It wouldn't hold. And so I decided to get the instructions out, and I read them. I read them very carefully, and I knew exactly where to go in the instructions, because I have to pause the video to go get it. So hold on. I'm back. Okay. So this is the other part. I had to determine whether I had a standard or not. It says 2 3/8 here, or 2 3/4. Well, I wasn't sure what the hell I had, but they said most people have the 2 3/8 standard. But I decided it made more sense to, I looked at the picture that I had initially taken, and this part was flush against the left side. So I just used that as my judge. I just noticed something here. Now look at this. See that little thing? I thought that would like move the dimensions, but it doesn't. So I just went by the picture that I had taken. So I'm still not sure which measurement I have. I just did it just the way I showed the picture. This was flush against the other side. So I put it in, and it was not catching this nipple. I call it a nipple. I don't know what the hell you all call it, but it looks like a little nipple to me. Now, if you look real close, there's two pieces to this nipple. You see that? See that kind of moves independently? You see that? Who would have thought? Okay, now just hold that thought. The nipple wasn't catching in the strike plate and it wasn't locking correctly. And I knew when I do all this to leave the door open so I wouldn't lock myself out, right? That's very important when you're doing this. So, you see, it was only giving me this much nipple, and I knew that wasn't enough to catch in the hole that's dug into behind the strike plate. So I said, well, maybe I need to dig a bigger hole behind the strike plate for the nipple to go in the hole deeper. So I just took like a flathead and started chiseling out some wood, and I go, all right. I tried that and it still didn't catch. So I watched a couple videos, still could not figure out what these guys were missing. Well, this girl figured it out, okay? The nipple has to be facing away from you. So the nipple would be facing the door, not you, okay? That's how I figured it out. It was all about the goddamn nipple. So I had to take the whole assembly apart with the only tool I needed. And I turned, oh look, I can't get the strike plate off now. Oh my God, this is too funny. I can't get it off, but whatever. I took the whole assembly out, turned it around. So now the nipple is away from me. And remember, I told you there's this other little thing here. I don't think y'all have ever paid attention, but I did. So when I turned the nipple around, it latched and it worked, and I tested it before I shut the door. So, give me a high five, everyone. This is what it's like living without a guy in your life. You girls have to just do it. Don't be intimidated. It took me about 2 hours, only because I didn't read the directions. Even if I had read the directions, I still wouldn't have caught that part where it said to face this to the jamb itself, to the door. Okay. So, I had a hard day at work today. My ex had called me, and I went outside to take the call. And as I'm going out, I see cops everywhere at my job. And I saw the cops with automatic weapons. I've never seen that before, right? So my makeup has melted. It was awfully hot today. So I ran back in and told my manager, get outside now. Because we're always for some kind of other excitement other than waiting on customers, which we are very good at, let me tell you. We give great customer service where we're at. And so we saw them, and we found out the lowdown is that two gentlemen were trying to have some kind of a shootout. They were brandishing a firearm. I think that they were trying to shoot each other from inside their car. That's my theory. Now, I'm an ex-cop. That's what I'm thinking. Because it would be too obvious to get out of the car and shoot somebody. You'd have too many witnesses. But if you're doing it from inside the car, I guess I shouldn't be telling you this, should I? So I think that they were going to hurt each other, kill each other. But somebody must have tipped off the cops, and the cops were there. They were doing their job, and he was one of the suspects. Now remember, he's innocent until proven guilty, so I'm not laying blame anywhere, people. So, God, it's hot. Oh my God. Lucky. I was lucky. I was lucky that I was able to do this, people. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure he was arrested. And my ex-husband actually is the one that procures the guns for the police department. So he knew exactly what weapon they had on their hand. Because most of the cops in the county surrounding us, he is the federal arms dealer. The DEA, I guess it is. Yeah, I'm thinking that is what it is. I don't know. I'm so burned out from work. Oh my God. So I'm burned out from playing with nipples. But yeah, I figured it out. So you guys give me a high five, especially you guys out there that are carpenters. There you go. So, and this is a lesson to you girls. Everything you need to know is on YouTube somewhere, and you may have to watch 3 to 5 to 6 videos. That's how I figured out what was wrong with my faucet. They were going to charge me $500 for a whole new faucet assembly when all I needed to do was just hit a little nipple on it, popped out that nipple, and I was getting a good stream of water. So honey, there's always a video for everything you need to know. So bye everyone.